Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. And now that we've defeated the gym and beaten Team Magma in the Space Center, we can do something that I guess we could have done before, but I was just too lazy to do it or whatever, I don't know. But I'm doing it right now, and it's not necessary, you don't really have to do it, but you can get a cool item out of it. And there's some trainers to fight too, so if you haven't beaten the gym leaders yet, and you're still having trouble, then this would be a good place to come. Just battle a few trainers, get a little bit of extra experience, because you never know when that might come in handy. But if you have beaten the gym, then you don't have to do this, but if you want to get a cool item, you can go ahead and do it. But if not, you can always just go south of the city, and from there you can continue on, go to the next town and shit like that. But, you know, after this, it's mainly, the rest of the game is pretty much just like surfing a lot and diving, and pretty much just fighting a bunch of random trainers and stuff. But other than that, there's really only one gym and 3 legendaries that we have to catch before the Elite Four. And I'm actually looking forward to catching these legendaries, and I just find it really fun. And the thing I like about this game is they actually tried to make catching the legendaries a little bit more difficult, because, you know, if you've played it before, you know that there's all that, like, you have to catch like a fucking Wailmer and like put it at the front of your party or whatever. I don't know, I forgot exactly what it was. Like, nowadays you can just look on the internet, that's what everyone does, but, you know, whenever I first got this game, I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to do, you know? Like, I was playing it, and I went to where I thought the legendary was, and there was this, like, wall, and then it was written in Braille. I'm like, what the fuck is this, you know? And it's just, I like how they tried to make the game a little bit more challenging. I mean, it's a complete fail now, because everyone just looks online, but I don't know, I just thought it was pretty cool. But for the most part, the legendaries aren't really that difficult to catch. But, you know, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with Rayquaza, probably. Rayquaza's not as hard as Mewtwo was in Fire Red, but, you know, it's still gonna be a little bit of a difficulty. And right now I'm hoping that there aren't too many trainers, because I really just want to get done with this and just get on with whatever else there is to do. And who the fuck is calling me? What the fuck? Hi, I was just in Pacific Lodge and I saw a giant green Pokemon. You know, that's really, really good to know, but I really don't give a fuck. And the funny thing is, we were just talking about Rayquaza. Unless she was talking about a Tropius, which would be kind of weird, because I'm sure she's seen a Tropius before. That's kind of hard to say. But oh my god, we were just talking about Tropius. And this is kind of weird. Every Pokemon I talk about just happens to show up. Alright, I'm going to talk about Lugia, and hopefully y'all find a Lugia. Actually, no, that won't happen. I'm not that lucky. But now that bitch made me forget about what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, I'm just kind of hoping there's not that many more trainers left in here, in this route, because I want to just get on with it and get to the Elite Four. Oh, Whirlwind, are you kidding me? Okay, well at least it's in red health, otherwise that'd be kind of stupid, because I don't want to switch back out again. But there we go, we finished it off. So it's all good. And now he's a Xatu, which we saw in the gym, so we shouldn't have very much of a problem with it. Because I'm pretty sure it's a lower level. I don't even know what level the gym leaders was, but it's pretty much the same area, and I really doubt this noob would have a Xatu higher than the gym leaders. And that's always something that bothered me, like, this Xatu, it may be like a piece of shit now, but think about it, if you had a level 33 Xatu at the beginning of the game, you'd rape like every gym leader. And that kind of bothers me. It's just, the gym leaders are supposed to be good, but, you know, towards the end of the game, you find not wild trainers, just like random trainers that just walk around that are better than the gym leaders at the beginning of the game. Which, I don't know, that's just always like, I guess if you just drink the potion, you throw it on the ground, so, or the water, you know, wherever you are. So I guess technically my character just litters all the time, doesn't give a fuck about the environment. But then again, who does? No, I'm just kidding. Don't fucking hate me or whatever. It's a Pokemon game, and I'm pretty sure that if you throw stuff in the ocean, it's not gonna hurt the environment very much. Or, you know, at all, I should say, because it's not a real place, it's a fucking video game. So, basically, literal you want, because it doesn't matter. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, I really don't. I get distracted so easily sometimes. But that is completely besides the point. I'm really just getting bored of battling all these people. It's getting kind of... I just want to fucking get done with it and battle some actual good trainers and not these trainers with like no good Pokemon. It's just getting kind of boring at this point. And I'm looking forward to getting farther into the game. And this Machamp sprite is really weird. I don't know what it is. It just looks different. I don't know what it is. It just kind of... I don't know. Oh shit, this is probably gonna kill me, isn't it? Okay, that's just fucking fantastic. God damn it, I really want this thing to evolve already. I can't... It's just not that good right now. Once it turns into Aggron, it's a fucking beast, though, because its defense is like 200 or something. I don't know. Something insane like that. And its attack is pretty damn good, too. It's like 150 or something. Most of its other stats are shit, but, you know, having two really good stats like that, it'll definitely come in handy in the Elite Four. And a big pearl. I'll sell that later. Actually, I probably won't even end up selling it, but if I ever go to a Pokemart again, I'll sell it. Or if I ever need money again. Never gonna play this game again once I beat it, so it doesn't matter. Hey, check out my sweet Pokemon. Your Pokemon are probably stupid. I haven't even seen them yet, but I'll bet $10 that they're pretty stupid. Or it's pretty stupid. Yeah, a Horsey. Who the fuck thinks Horsey's a sweet Pokemon? And unless you mean sweet as in, like, nice, but Pokemon don't have feelings. They're masters of destruction and nothing more. And this Horsey has died, so now your sweet Pokemon can go drown in the ocean for all I care, because no one likes Horseys anyway. I floundered. I think that's what he said. I don't even fucking care. I honestly have no idea where I'm going. I know the caves are around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way, because there's nowhere to go. In this direction. Or that direction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's to the west of here. I could be wrong. I thought it was over here, but I guess not. Spray another Repel, because I don't want to run into any wild Pokemon. And pretty sure I battled her already. Here's a Sailor that we can battle. I think it's a Sailor. I don't even fuck. He's a Sailor, not a guy that just sits on islands and waits for people to come and talk to him. You should be on a boat, not an island, but, you know. How'd you even get here anyway? Your Wingull can't surf, and you know you're not allowed to fly to anywhere but a Pokemon Center, so this guy definitely cheated in some way. Unless, of course, he has a submarine, which be under the water, but, you know, can't do that either because there's no diving spots. And now I'm just getting pissed at random things that don't even fucking matter. But, yeah, his Machoke probably, like, swam over here for him. Which, you know, I think Machoke should be able to use Surf. I mean, it looks like pretty much just like a human. Why can't it just swim? But of course, of course Golem can use Surf. Or not Golem. Rhydon. Rhydon can job going through water than Rhydon would. I think the only reason they gave Rhydon Surf is because in that... I remember there was one episode of the show where they actually found a Rhydon that I think like someone put like anti-water like something. They like covered it in something that like resisted water, and the Rhydon just like swam around all the time. Everyone was like flipping shit because it was a rock type in the water. But you know, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason they gave Rhydon Surf, because really, it's Rhydon. How is Rhydon gonna surf? Just think about it. And I believe it's right up here, actually, if I remember right. Yes it is, actually. There's a double battle, might as well go ahead and do it. There's no trainers in there, so this would be the last one of the video, most likely, unless I'm forgetting something. Senior and Junior Kim and Iris. Iris, isn't that the name of the gym leader? In the 8th gym leader, I think, in Black and White. Which, she isn't even a gym leader, she was just like taking the place of a gym leader because the gym leader wasn't there or something. I don't remember, it's been a while since I played that game. I haven't played like any Pokemon games in so long, except this, but after beating Black and White, I just haven't played it much. I honestly didn't think it was one of the better games, honestly. I think Soul Silver and Heart Gold were the best games. I like Diamonds. Didn't like the Pokemon. The story wasn't as entertaining, I guess. I don't know. And the like competitive battling I don't really want to do because I don't want to fucking train my Pokemon all the way up to level 100 because they don't boost your levels in that game, which pisses me off. And I don't want to buy a Game Shark or a what's it called? That thing that like you can put cheats in and stuff, get unlimited rare candies and stuff. I don't want to buy one of those, mainly because I'm just too lazy and I don't want to feel like spending the money. But anyway, here we are in the Shoal Cave, and if you notice, like, there's no water in here right now. And every 6 hours that'll actually change, making a high tide and a low tide. This right here is a low tide, obviously. And that old man over there, if you give him 4 Shoal Salts and 4 Shoal God, I can't say this. Shoal Celt. Fucking, why the fuck can I not say this? Shoal Shells. There we go. How hard is that? Anyway, this is one of them. This is a Shoal Salt, I think, which are you can find them. You can only find 4 of them, and they're only in the low tide. And then the shells you can only find in the high tide, and there's 4 of those. And I'm just getting rid of this PP Max on Giga Drain because I need to pick this up. And I believe it changes every 6 hours between the low and high tides. And yeah, you have to come back both times and get 4 of each from each respective tide. And come back and talk to that guy, and he'll give you a Shell Bell, which, but it's not as good as Leftovers. It gives you, like, each turn or whatever, the more HP you get back. So it's a pretty good item that I said earlier. And I'll spray another Repel, because don't want to run to wild Pokemon. And I didn't pick up that Ice Heal down there, mainly because I don't need it. And you see that blue thing down there, that's the Shoal Shell. And if you notice, like, you can't get to them right now because the water needs to be up to get them. But they're really, really easy to find. Just follow the place and you'll find it. This is like the only person in here, but he doesn't battle you. He just gives you a Focus Band, which I'm pretty sure that this is the item that it's not really that useful of an item because it doesn't do it all the time. And here's another Shoal Salt, and that's 2, I think. I don't know. But there's 4, either 3 or 4. I can't really remember. And my Repel wears off already. That was kind of fast. At least it felt pretty fast. Let me spray another. I'm running out of Repels. I need to go buy another one. Or not another one, another like 50. Because I spray them all the time. And up here is the 4th and final Shoal Salt. And now we can head to the right and get to a new area. And fuck, I did not mean to do that. God, I feel like an idiot. I'll cut it out and be right back. Alright, I went ahead and cut that out. Now I'm back where I was, where we found the 4th Shoal Salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and move this boulder, and then we can head down to a new area, which it's like an icy path or whatever. It's still part of the Shoal Cave, it's just for some reason frozen when the other part of it isn't, which doesn't really make much sense. But here's the one of these ice puzzles, which I'm fucking horrible at. But I did take the liberty of figuring out how to do them beforehand, so I don't bore you by sitting here for 20 minutes trying to figure out something that's completely obvious. And ice, could be wrong, and I'm not wrong, 'cause it is a Never Melt Ice, which boosts Ice type moves by like 10%. The only time I'll probably ever use that is at in the Elite Four whenever I'm fighting the Dragon Master. But other than that, it's not really that useful of an item. And let me see. I know you have to get on that little that small square of non-ice. I'm trying to figure out how to do this real quick. Alright, there we go. Just go up, down. And then from there you just go up to the right and then down. And then here's TM07, which is Hail. And Hail isn't really that good of a move, but might as well get it because it took like a minute, so might as well. And now we're back here at where we were before. So we're pretty much done with this place. The only thing we have to do is wait 6 hours, or not 6 hours, just wait till the next time interval. I'm not sure exactly. Just come back, like put your game down for a few hours, come back, and you should be perfectly fine. So I'll meet you at a high tide. Alright guys, I'm having some problems here. For some reason, for whatever reason, the tide just won't shift. And, I looked it up, and apparently there's something wrong with, like, the time-based thing on the emulator. I tried to fix it. It didn't work. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. But, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. I might come back and get this eventually. For those of you that actually want to figure out how to do it, it's not hard at all. Just surf around, take all the paths, and you'll find the 4 shells easily. And then you can give those shells and the 4 salts you found earlier to the guy at the old man at the beginning of the cave. And he'll give you a shell bell. But other than that, there's not really much you can do in the cave. So, you know, I'm not going to do it because it won't work for whatever reason, but it's not really that big of a deal. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. And next time we'll go ahead and sail south of this place and head towards the next city. So I'll see you guys next time.